When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Good evening. You're watching news at 9 p.m. on Psalm TV. Your undisputed source for truth, clarity, and the stories that shape our world. This is the Pulse of the Nation. Follow us on Facebook at Psalm TV and catch our live stream on YouTube at Psalm TV Live. Stay informed, stay empowered. Now let's bring you tonight's top headlines. President Bola Tinubu departs Abuja for two-nation trip to Japan and Brazil. 6th Brigade's Nigerian Army announces second annual range classification exercise in Taraba State. WTO launches $50 million Women Exporter in Digital Economy Fund in Nigeria. International news. U.S. President Donald Trump departs for Alaska to meet Russian President Putin. Business news. Lagos Chamber of Commerce announced thoughts International Business Conference and Expo Invest Nigerian 2025. Entertainment news. Businessman Obi Kubana urges Nigerian youth to focus on personal growth. Sport news. Enugu State Governor Peter Mba announces retirement of late Christian Chukwu's number 5 jersey. I am Bridget James, and now the news in full. President Bola Tinubu left Abuja on Friday for a two-nation trip to Japan and Brazil, with a stopover in Dubai, UAE. He would attend the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development in Yokohama from August 20th to 22nd before heading to Brasilia for a state visit from August 24th to 25th. At the invitation of President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva in Brazil, Tinubu would hold a bilateral talk with his host and participate in a business forum with local investors. The 6th Brigade of the Nigerian Army would hold its second annual range classification exercise from August 18 to 20th, 2025 at the 114 Battalion Shooting Range in Jimlari, Jalingo, Taraba State. As part of the Army's 2025 forecast of events, residents are advised that gunfire sounds and troops' movements during this period are part of routine training and should not cause alarm. For safety, farmers, herders, and others near the range are urged to avoid the area. The Army has also requested media assistance to inform the public and ensure awareness and cooperation. The WTO has launched the first phase of its Women Exporters in Digital Economy Fund in Nigeria, committing $50 million to support women-led digital businesses. 16 entrepreneurs will receive $30,000 and 18 months of technical support, while 130 others get $5,000 with 1 year of business assistance. Speaking in Abuja, First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu, represented by Hajia Nana Shetima, pressed the initiative for supporting the Renewed Hope Agenda's economic diversification goals, funded by the FIFA World Cup 2022 Legacy Fund. Bahrain and the UAE, the program aims to remove barriers to finance and digital assets, with Nigerian officials pledging to enhance women's global trade participation. Now we bring you a special report from Taraba State, where a fully automated tax administration system was unveiled on August 14th. The initiative, aimed at boosting transparency, efficiency, and accountability, leverages cutting-edge technology to streamline tax collection, prevent leakages, and protect taxpayers' data. State officials say the system marks a bold policy shift towards improved governance and economic growth, with revenue set to support infrastructure, education, and healthcare. Psalm TV correspondent Lillian Yakubu has the details.
In Taraba State, a new dawn is breaking for revenue generation and accountability. The unveiling of a fully automatic tax administration system on the 14th August is set to revolutionize how taxes are collected, monitored, and managed, processing transparency, efficiency, and ease for both citizens and government. For years, leakage, delays, and manual bottlenecks have plagued the system, but with cutting-edge technology, the state is turning a new page, aiming to block loopholes, enhance compliance, and provide real-time reporting that will strengthen its financial backbone. The representative of iFocus, the lead consulting firm at the event, said his firm has laid the foundation for the automation driven by integrating data analytic, user-friendly interfaces, and compliance monitoring tools that will make tax process faster, fairer, and free from unnecessary human interference.
This system will enhance revenue collections of the MD from the MDs, and it will help in transparent and accountability of the revenue. This feature tool will also promote the IGR of the state and will further foster the further development of the state. Thank you, sir.
The representative of iTech, the technology partner, explained what brought about the backbone of the system. He said there are robust soft architecture, secure cloud hosting, and user authentication protocols to ensure taxpayers' data remains safe while enabling seamless transactions from anywhere in the state.
The vision is to partner with our IRS to automate the entirety of the tax processes, which hitherto was manually done. What we have been able to do is, from the digitization of taxpayers' enumeration to assessments, demand notices, tax payments, tax clearance certificate issuance and application, all end-to-end electronically.
Brigadier General Jerry Aliyu Faransa, retired, who who is the chairman of the Taraba State Internal Revenue Service, explained his role and that of his team, bridging the gap between innovation and implementation, equipping tax officers with the skills to navigate the new system, ensuring smooth adoption across local government areas, and providing ongoing support to prevent operational downtime.
We made a situation where Taraba was generating no less than 607 million in a month. But as we came in June, through drastic reforms, that particular month we raised the revenue of Taraba State to 1.1 billion. And since then, we didn't look back. Not that there is no revenue, but there was a lot of leakages. There was a lot of brigandage. There was lack of transparency and accountability in the system. And there was a limited knowledge on the part of the staff.
The Taraba State Governor, Dr. Agbu Kefas, explained his commitment to financial transparency and economic expansion in such a manner that says, this automation is more than just a technology upgrade, it is a bold policy shift. It signals Taraban's readiness to embrace the future, harness its internal revenue potential, and channel resources into infrastructure, education, and healthcare.
Build the Taraba of our dreams. Exactly 1 year ago, we began this journey. We reached out to some of our best minds, proud sons and daughters of Taraba, who were excelling outside the borders. We pleaded with them to come home and contribute their expertise. They accepted the call. Today, under the capable leadership of General Faransa retired, we are seeing the fruit of the decision.
In the months ahead, the true test will be in execution, but for now, the state has made a decisive move towards a smarter, more accountable tax system, a move that could well redefine governance and service delivery in Taraba State. Lilian Yakubu, reporting for Som TV.
The Taraba State Emergency Management Agency has commenced the relocation of residents living in flood-prone areas, following directive from Governor Agbu Kefas. The move comes in response to recent weather prediction by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, which forecasts heavy rainfall and a heightened risk of flooding across the state. SEMA officials have begun coordinating the evacuation, providing temporary shelters, and mobilizing resources to ensure the safety and welfare of affected communities, as the government step up efforts to mitigate potential flood-related disasters.
Taraba State Governor Dr. Agbu Kefas to SEMA to urgently assess and relocate residents from high-risk areas across the state. The Taraba State Emergency Management Agency has swiftly complied to ensure lives and property are saved. Speaking during the assessment tour by the SEMA team, the Executive Secretary, Taraba State Emergency Management Agency, Dr. Echuse Audu, said the governor's directive was issued in response to NIMET's prediction of a 3-day period of thunderstorms and heavy rainfall from Thursday, August 14th to Saturday, August 16th. The Executive Secretary said several communities were highly affected within Jalingo metropolis, like Nasarawa Kwalbeti, Mayogwai and Nukai respectively, where she revealed the impact on these areas, disclosing that over 200 households and 857 individuals are displaced.
The essence of this visit is in line with the prediction of 3 days thunderstorm, heavy rain and possible flooding by NIMET from Thursday 14th to Saturday 16th of August 2025. Taraba State is already experiencing heavy rainfall as predicted, and the Executive Governor of Taraba State, His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas, directed the agency to embark on an immediate assessment and profiling of residents living in high-risk areas across the state. Over 200 households, 857 individuals were displaced, particularly in Nasarawa, Kolbeti, Mayogoe and Nukai communities in Jalingo metropolis.
Lamenting on the ugly incident, the district head of Nasarawa Kwalbeti, Malam Umar Adam Abubakar, said more than 80 houses in his community have been displaced as a result of the rainfall.
Jiya dai cikin yardan Allah da yammaci muka ga ruwa ya gangaro ya zo ya cika gidajen mutane, wadda an samu matsaloli dai na asarar dukiyoyi, wadda gidajen mutane ya rurrushe kamar yadda kuke gani, wurare sun kwakwanta da yawa kuma ruwa ya shiga, wadda halin da ake ciki dai yanzu mutanen da waɗansu da suke cikin wannan wurare mun kaurar da su zuwa waɗansu wurare da za su tsiratar da rayukansu da dukiyoyinsu. Ya kalla ba kasar gade ba za su yi kasa da gidaje 100 ko 150 ba, wanda ruwan nan ya shiga cikin su.
The assessment is the first step in a broader relief plan aimed at providing immediate assistance and long-term support to those affected by the ugly incident, while the Taraba State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, is working hard to ensure that all displaced persons are relocated to safer grounds and to as well receive the necessary humanitarian assistance. SEMA therefore called on Tarabans to be vigilant and cooperate with emergency officials as the state is making efforts to manage the situation and as well prevent further occurrence.
Thousands of supporters of the All Progressive Congress trucked Ganye local government area of Adamawa State on Friday in a show of strength ahead of Saturday's House of Assembly by-election. As the party expressed full confidence in security victory, APC's candidate, Comrade Musa Misa Jauro, is set to challenge Barrister Mohammed Buba Joda of the ruling People's Democratic Party in a race being closely monitored across the state. Speaking at a massive rally, the APC campaign chairman and other party chieftains declared a 98% likelihood of winning, promising an early and decisive victory, even as both parties step up last-minute campaign in the constituency. Sound TV correspondent Ojoma Yusuf has the details.
Ganye local government area of Adamawa State receives a pool of giant political moguls from the All Progressive Party APC. The elections, scheduled for August 16 and to be conducted by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), will see APC candidate Comrade Musa Misa Lauro face off against Barrister Mohammed Buba Joda of the ruling People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the state. The APC campaign chairman and some of the party chieftains attest 98% chance of winning the election, stating that the party will win an early and decisive victory. The by-elections is expected to be a closely watched contest as both parties intensified last-minute campaigns in the constituency. Ojoma Yusuf, Som TV News, Yola.
The All Progressive Congress has named former Zamfara State Governor Senator Abdulaziz Yari as chairman of its 60-member National Campaign Council for Saturday's Karim 1 Taraba State Assembly by-election. Co-chairman includes Hajia Imam, Suleiman Ibrahim, Senator Sani Musa, Oji Uzo Kalu, Kaka Shehu, and Jim Kuta, with Professor Shuaibu Saidu Anas as secretary. Earlier, Deputy National Women Leader Zainab Ibrahim arrived at the Dambaba Suntai Airport and immediately began canvassing vote for her preferred candidate. The council, announced by APC National Vice Chairman Northeast Mustafa Saliu and Ibrahim, is tasked with securing the party's victory. Members include Minister Mohammed Ali Ped, Olajumoke Oduole, Badaru Abubakar, and other political figures.
Wane ne? Ya sunanta? Ministan wa? Ta ce in yi ma mata bishi. Ta yi ma matan Kaliwa alƙawari. In har Abna ɗan takarar APC ya ci zaɓe, insha Allahu za a kawo tallafi mata guda 100 a cikin Kaliwa. Kuma in Allah ya yarda ga jikiyar Risa tana tsaye, ku matan nan da kuka zo nan, insha Allah ku ne za ku yi wannan abu. Saboda haka ku zama jagororinmu, ku je ku taya mu yi ma mutane magana, ku je ku zuwa gobe da safe. Ku je ku yi magana, ku yaɗa bushara, ku yaɗa a zaɓi APC. A zaɓi APC akwai abubuwa na musamman masu kyau da shugaban ƙasa ya shirya, wanda yanzu nan ba da daɗewa ba daga next month insha Allah mata za a fara amfani da shi. Akwai na noma, akwai na sana'a, akwai na jari, akwai na makarantu, akwai na asibitoci, duka wannan kuma insha Allah ga jiki Hadiza ni na nawa kawai zan sa su samu sunan mata a nan online ake registry online kina zaune za a kira ki da wani in kika zaɓi noma za ki samu abun noma, in kika ce ke yan kasuwa ce za a ba ki in kika ce kina so ki ci gaba da karatu za a tallafa miki ki samu makaranta a ci gaba da biyan ki. Duk akwai dai categories wanda kowa zai zaɓi irin wanda yake so. In sana'a ɗinki kike so za a baki keke ɗinki, a baki ɗan jari. Injiniya kike so za a baki jari. Saboda haka abu ne wanda za mu amfana da shi. Ko ba haka ba, na ɗau alƙawari ga women leaders ɗinmu ga jiki Hadiza. Ina APC ta ci wannan zaɓen. Insha Allah rabbil alamin mata guda 100 na farkon nan sai su mori wannan abu. Daga baya kuma za mu kula shi. Kowa ya gina shiga yana mura, kowa ya gina shiga yana mura. Domin in aka ba mace an ba gida. In aka ba mace an ba wa da masu gidan da 'ya'yan gidan duk mu muka kula da su. Ba haka ba. In mun yawa amma a ƙasar cin sama jam'iyyar da ke ci